assume he has one.
That was.
I mean, he is in the military.
He has Palm and his
I think
5
he had one at
sisters.
this point.
It'll be fine.
Listen carefully, you can hear Bloodwing thundering down the stairs behind Liru.
Only the smirk can do an eyebrow wiggle. But anyway, let me go to voice acting. Let's get started with this shenanigans.
Both of the AT assistants like disconnected, I think.
Nope.
They're coming on right now.
Anymore.
Oh god. You'll get one of them.
Hey, you'll probably just need like 1 or 2. It'll be fine, probably.
You'll
We
live.
can hope.
Wait, where did all the AT assistants
That's
go?
when we have. That's when we
That's
have
what it
the.
just said.
That's when we have like the narrator voice. It was in fact not fine.
It was at this moment that he knew he
They
fucked up.
That
was
was
just
just gonna
Woden knew.
just get Liru to give us an infinitely refreshing M72. 79.
I will go over roster stuff. Actually, I'll go over that too. If you're a rifleman at any of the squads, you also have an M72 law, single shot disposable. The generic ammunition resupply crates have 5 additional M72s in them. AT specialists and assistants, you have 2 backpacks. Assistants have a weapon base plate. The gunners, the specialists, excuse me, have the actual TA backpack for a tow launcher. You will need that today. You'll know when.
Should I be scared?
I am very worried you supplied us with so much AT.
Don't worry, it's normal. We're gonna use half of it.
Connection lost
Probably.
with host. Oh boy.
Wait, can the F4B carry anything fun
The
with that?
Vietnamese fitness grand pacer
I think
test
you
is a
can
multi-stage
carry
aerobic
people.
exercise.
All right,
overriding
break.
American
Come on. I'm gonna have us go on map. I'm probably gonna spend 5 to 10 minutes explaining everything because there's a lot of features. There's a lot of stuff the document didn't cover again because I was dynamically changing everything up to this morning and then I didn't feel like writing it all down. So I will tell you all of it because okay, this is ironic. I wrote it down, but I didn't write it down in the Google Doc. so just give me a second.
Bad Zeus.
I know I'm horrible.
I might have crashed.
I'm disappointed in you.
No, it's normal.
At least 2
So I'm
to
gonna
4
give
AT
2 minutes
crash.
for everyone to load into the map because I know some of you with slower operating systems and shit will take longer to load. It's
I
okay.
didn't crash a lot.
Need to get out and crank it.
Just use that little hand crank on the bottom left.
He was crashing. Was he fucking praying to Allah? Because I think he just said Allah.
Oh my god.
Do not worry. God will protect me.
One of them will, hopefully.
Hold on, let me go pray to Woden real quick too.
Who?
He's praying to everybody.
Germanic Pantheon, Norse Pantheon.
Oh,
Greek
Odin
and
and
Roman Pantheon.
Right,
Okay, so Odin is
I know who Odin
Germanic
is.
paganism transplant to Norse paganism. Woden is Germanic paganism, the 2 separate branches.
I was
Germanic
joking
paganism
about
and
Odin. I did not
Norse
know who
paganism
they
aren't
were.
the same.
Not Odin.
What the fuck?
Woden. Woden and Odin are technically the same god in 2 different pantheons. The Norse
Okay.
pantheon adopted Woden in the 6th century.
It's like the Roman and Greek pantheon where they're basically the same, but they're different.
Okay.
All right. I see that most of you are on. Break. Let's go over everything. So, I'm going to go over the mission and then features. So, all of you are going to spawn at Camp Arthur. This was done at Ground Command's request because he wants to get the pilots together in the beginning to talk with them. After that is done, plane pilots, I will teleport you back to the Heli Triple R site because right next to there are your planes. Helis are going to be on the southern pads right here, but for the sake of keeping things a little quicker, getting you guys in first thing, I'm going to go to each of the 4 heli crews and ask what type of heli you want, either a gunship, a slick, or if the Cayuse wants to use their Cayuse instead of a slick for this initial transporting of units in. I will allow that. I'm basically going to drag the helicopters over from the airbase up to either on or outside of Camp Arthur. Now, because of how everything's working, if you leave the server and you rejoin and you're not going to ask for a teleport request because when you left or crashed you died, please respawn because the only respawn point is actually back at the airbase, specifically on the Heli Triple R site. So, Otherwise, if you crash, ask me inside chat for a teleport back to whoever your squad leader was. Don't say Alpha, don't say Bravo. I don't know who Alpha and Bravo are because I have 60 names and none of them give me specific call signs. So give me a name of someone, your battle buddy, or someone I can look up and give me a few minutes. Otherwise, Op will be deploying to LZ, whatever. This is where I would recommend, because this is where I built the mission off of. You can land a little closer if you want, or further, but or you can land over here and cross the bridge. Don't care. Just don't completely circumvent my AO, otherwise this will be done in 30 minutes and you'll all be bored. Now, once you deploy at this recommended LZ or wherever ground chooses, there are a few different positions that you have to clear. There are 2 small villages that are suspected to have PAVN activity. Those need to be cleared, and then Hill 916, which is overwatching Hamburger Hill, that needs to be cleared as well. After that, you can then have the engineer team proceed to go into the FOB construction site. This green zone represents the build area that the engineers can actually build in. You have, I think, 10 or 11 different props. I didn't go overboard like MCO 1, so you can actually read what they say. Build time for everything should be either 4 or 5 seconds. You can build infinitely. It just takes a few seconds for you to build it, so go nuts. Once the FOB is being constructed, you guys should hold your position. It will quickly go to night. There will be a night segment of you holding the FOB. As it transitions to night, it'll be about 15-20 minutes for the engineers to build. I'd recommend you do something like take the first PAVN position, then get the engineers on station, and then you can attack both of these positions. There will also be QRF coming from the MSR to attack the FOB, so I'll be making sure there's plenty for you guys to do while that FOB is being constructed. And then the night segment will happen. You'll defend your FOB for anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes, depending on how long the AO is happening, and then you can begin your assaults on Hamburger Hill. Now, that FOB can also be a great place for air to basically drop off reinserts, supplies, yada-da. But otherwise, that is pretty much the mission. I've made a few nice little cavern systems. The hill in question, Hill 937, has a lot of AA. I will also warn helicopter pilots, there is AA on Hamburger Hill, which means it's missiles. So if you fly below the hill, you should be fine, but directly on top of the hill, there is AA capability, so be careful about that. There is AAA otherwise in other positions, mainly in the form of static MGs, so be careful about that. Now, features. I already went over the engineer section. All of you in the engineer squad have the Fortify tool. If one of you dies in the zone, other players, please don't take the Fortify tool. I also limited the build zone so people can't Fortnite their way into the AO by deploying a thing of cover and then immediately firing behind it. Because y'all, I know what you do. I've watched it for years. Other features on the bottom right, I wanted to get the pilot's attention. I have 3 actually, no, not recommendations, rules for how pylons are going. First and foremost, I fixed the pylon issue from last MCO. You can now do pylon stuff freely. But no, and I say this again, absolutely no for planes, Rockeyes, or FL rockets, which are cluster bombs and flechettes. Hueys, you also have the option to take FL flechette. Don't touch that. And if planes are going to be dropping Willy Pete bombs, please do not drop more than 2 at once. Napalm, you can spam. Rockets, try not to deploy like an entire 54-round pylon in one run because it will also desync the server a little bit. But it's flechettes and cluster bombs that just spawn a bunch of bomblets at once that sometimes puts the server, when we're going over 40 players, into a small desync spike. And depending on what's going on, if people are disconnecting or reconnecting at the same time, it will throw the server out of desync and it might not recover and crash. So just warning you about that now. Other features, in the event that the mortar team or any of the AT teams deploy their static and it breaks, just say it over side chat. I will copy and paste one over from the heli RRR zone and paste it in front of you so you can then adjust it with Ace. I know that sometimes using statics when you're on like a side of a hill sometimes gets finicky and then it clips into the ground and flies away and destroys itself. But if it flies off into space and it's still usable, I'll bring it back and heal it. There are spares at base, so if helis want to start flying additional over after the FOB is made, especially if they want to do additional mortars because RTOs, you only have artillery access today by hitting by hitting the knob on the actual monitor. I have to mention this because someone forgot in one of the test stops that you can switch between air and artillery. So I'm just saying that now. You need to click the little knob and it'll give you access between air and arty. But there's no air support today because I'm giving the F4Bs the ability to pretty much take any pylon within reason. So use them for your air support. But otherwise, I'm giving the engineer team a mortar because sometimes the mortars from the fire supports can be slow. Also, to the two RTOs, you both share the same pool in terms of if one of you calls an arty strike from a certain asset, both of you then have to wait for that asset to recharge, which will take a few minutes. So yeah, you don't get arc light because I tested arc light. Arc light can wipe this hill in one run. So we're not letting you get the easy option today. I'm sorry to say.
Just pull more Vietnamese out of the ground.
I could. There will be spider holes. There will be traps. Watch out for punji stakes.
God
we got spicy sticks.
No mines, only punji stakes.
Fuck.
Okay. Do they actually work this time, or are they just gonna spike us? We yell and we're fine.
You'll find out.
Oh God, no.
The answer is yes.
What if I don't want to find out?
Then don't step on them. Helis respawn every 60 seconds. And so do the planes. Planes, if you happen to get stuck, just ping me and say over side chat you got stuck. I've made it idiot-proof. There was a lot of stuff on the right side of the runway. I got rid of it. If you still manage to get yourself stuck, I'm going to spawn a VC next to you, point at you, laugh at you, and then fix you. To the co-pilots for the F4Bs, I don't know if you getting stuck in the plane has been fixed or not, but thankfully the respawn point is literally right here, so if you need to get out and stretch your legs, just kill yourself, pull out your dead body, and you should be fine.
Don't double tap V.
Don't double tap V, because you will eject both yourself and the pilot, and I will laugh at you. And Falcon will laugh at you. Now, once again, it gets to morning after the fob is done, then we can assault the hill. But air, you can feel free to pound the hill, artillery, do whatever, because there is stuff on that hill prematurely.
I'm gonna pound you, baby.
Any questions about anything in the op, related to the op?
Yes.
Okay, go.
So you said they have manpads on the hill 937.
Yes, they will stay on the hill. They will not dynamically move.
Will they have anything like a Shilka, anything radar guided?
Well, I did say there was AAA.
We'll have our dinner plate attached with a pencil. That's the radar. Enjoy.
All right.
Any other questions?
Yeah, 2 for engineer. So just with Ace Interact for the Fortify tool, right?
Yes.
And then we can load the mortar into one of the helos, or?
Yes, you can load the mortar into the helos. When you spawn, the mortar gunner will get the mortar backpack, and his assistant will get a base plate. Put both of those backpacks down, and you can make the mortar. Same for the tow crews.
Gotcha.
Any other questions? All right, cool. So final reminder, when we all spawn in, please do not move around until I say it's okay for you to do so in side chat. That's just to let the server stabilitate. That's what I was going to say. Good God. Stabilize so we don't accidentally desync the server out early on. I know ground is going to want air to get together. I will also go up to you and ask what you guys want. I would recommend 2 slicks and 2 gunships so you can maximize the amount of people you can bring back and forth, but it is ultimately your decision because this LZ isn't going to take too long to ferry people in, though you might get immediately attacked. All right, ground, any final questions?
Not really. I think I'm good.
All right.
You're required to look at the art, Liru.
I have. No, a VC snack. Great job.
Pain.
I'm gonna
What the fuck's going on the right there? That's...
Shots
fired. Don't move.
We'll just head back then.
What the fuck did I just hear?
Amazing.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Hey Liru, love the videos.
What a start.
Yeah, I can.
Alright. I need to tab out real quick. Actually, is it still in with any luck, actually? Ha! Cool. Alright, this is Ion 5-0. We should be good to go. Let's just give a few minutes for the chuckleheads that loaded the wrong mod set, and we can get the show on the road at 1 o'clock. Anyway, Jack Hobby Station, hello, welcome to your first stream, at least the first time you chatted, and Captain Tumbleweed, welcome to your first stream as well, and Barker, thanks so much for the 7-month resub. Hope you enjoy the operations, hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. Are you or are you not?
Hi, Liru.
Well, I
You should
blood, that's why I
totally
was
not
asking.
make it Rainbows for Sven
And
and
I'm
the
not.
Trash House Boys, haha. JK. Hope the op goes well.
Oh.
I had blood in my kit, so I was just very confused whether that was just, you know, emergency blood sticking to myself and not die.
Forgot to mention that part.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Well. Hello?
Ah, I almost forgot that part. At least they should be. Yeah. Alright, Alpha Wolf, thanks so much for the 9-month resub. You should totally not make it hell for Savannah and the Trash Boy house. I will do my best, Alpha Wolf. I'll send them your regards. So thank you so much for the support. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Because I know we don't have
What? Hold on. What are you guys talking about with Fortify Tool?
Oh, I just haven't used it before. I've only used it.
So when you get into the green zone, if you do control windows, you'll get an option for Fortify, and there'll be 11 different things you can build. You can then pre-select its position, rotate it around, and then verify it. And then it'll play a 4 to 5 second animation of you actually building it.
I'm towards the front of the pack of all the idiots.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh.
Ground, this is high. Message over.
Go for ground.
Just to let you know, your pilots are towards the back of the roster, towards the north here. Please get with them so I can discuss their break. Which helicopters I'm going to bring up for the first deployment. Over.
Hey, firm.
Hey, Spiral Sphinx. Welcome. We're just setting up for this scenario.
Okay. Okay. I would get through their talk. I just needed everybody to gather around. So, I was wondering, so can we do, as Liru was saying earlier, 2 slicks and 2 gunships? That'd be great for me, because I want to insert as many people as quickly as possible, so that way we can have as many troops on the ground. Then will basically leave y'all to the RTOs for whatever fire support they request, and any transport and movement that's needed.
All right, real quick, any objections with that? Otherwise, I'm going to drag those 4 helis over and just try to find the space for them. All right? The K-Use is back at base, by the way, and so are the rest of the gunships. You'll just have to fly back there and grab them.
Are you gonna put both like 4 gunships and just the 2 slicks? So you know the gunship or that.
No, so I'm bringing up here 2 gunships and 2 slicks. If you are in a slick and you want to get your K-Use or another gunship back, you gotta fly back to base. So we will have a few people get a short end of the stick, but it's just for the sake of getting everyone in the AO. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so that was these 2, and then we're doing 2 of the gunships. So I'm pulling these off the pads because I was thinking about spawning new ones, but I'm just gonna make it easier. What the heck are you doing?
Should I be worried?
Ay, ay, ay. That was a small, clumsy mistake on my part.
Each other, I'm just gonna go for my precinct.
Yeah, so Zeus has a button to slow down a vehicle's free fall. Apparently that is not working today. So I put one of the Hueys a little too high.
God damn it.
All right, cool. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know what that's for. Did any of my garrisons break? Because I always check last second, because sometimes the server desyncs. We all look good. Yeah, send message.
Just a heads up, the long range does not go up to frequency 100 for engineer net.
Roger, that's an oversight on my end. Just make a new frequency and mark it on the map, and ground will hopefully pick up on that.
Roger that, I'll go with 99.
Who tapped my shoulder? What do you need?
Yes.
Okay. Sam, Miner, and Nailed. Oh, respawns work.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Huey pilots for slicks and gunships, please come to me right now.
Reloaded, so. Let's see. Oh, it's so much quiet.
All right, so spare toe, spare triple R.
I am standing at the place where we meted earlier.
Ground, this is high, message over. Ground, this is high, message over.
Go ahead, hi.
Just a reminder, tell your Huey pilots, there's a bunch of different ammo boxes back at base. The different lines of them represent different things, from basic ammo to smoke grenades to illumination to all that other junk. So make sure they check on what they load in their helicopters before they, you know, load them in, because they don't want to bring the wrong thing in. How copy?
Good copy.
No. Where am I going in there for? We go to add-on options. I'm gonna buff this number a little bit. Let's bring that up to 2.5. Yeah, for an extra 500 meters. All right. But otherwise, this will be MCO 14, just a really simple operation on Hamburger Hill. We got about 65 players playing tonight, and hopefully things will be good. We also got Whiplash and Mac Merritt from the SOG dev team here. They are going to be under Bravo with, I believe, 50 ML and TSB. I know Alpha Wolf wants me to mess with the Trash House, which is this community, and they're playing with another community, which I will admit I've already forgotten the name on, but it's pretty much a parody, if not a recreation, off of Devour King's Hamburger Hill op that I played on the ground on a few weeks ago. Simply because I decided on this AO a while ago. I asked Whiplash after the previous MCO which Vietnam op he would love to play, and he told me Hamburger Hill, and then a week later I was talking with Devour King, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do a Hamburger Hill op, and I'm like, okay. And I built my AO already. I had everything down, and then I played his, and it was like exactly the same, and I'm like, all right, well, c'est la vie, my bad. Let me go ahead and delete these. These are from, that was from all the build items that the engineer team can make with Haste Fortify. So a lot of this is going to look similar, but I'm also going to do a lot of my own thing.
Ground command, this is Delta, weapons team leader.
This specific scenario.
Affirm. Give me 1 second. I'm talking to the pilot still.
I'm going to go ahead and start setting up a few vehicles here, but ground, this is high, be advised. You are clear to start moving out. Forgot to tell you that 2 minutes ago at the official start time, but yeah, feel free to start the mission at your earliest convenience. Over.
Affirm. Alright, squads, we're going to be loading into the helos, dropping into the LZ, and then we're dropping artillery before we land. Once we land, I want you to get all of your troops out as fast as possible and start just clearing the LZ and making sure we're fine there. Once that, we will talk later after that. Sorry. Break. Once we get all of the troops down, I want each squad to tell me when everybody is on the ground. Once everybody's on the ground, we will begin moving forward. Copy? Alpha copy.
We copy.
Bravo copy.
Charlie copies.
Alright, go ahead and start loading into helos.
Keeping my vehicle assets to a little bit of a minimum. But let me quickly...
Command, what helicopter do you want Delta to get in? Do you want us to wait till second wave?
Yeah, Delta, wait till second wave.
Copy that.
Want to avoid spawn the rifle platoon, we're going to do rifle squads. It is a big amount of infantry, but...
Ground, this is engineer. Come in.
Go ahead, engineer.
I assume that we're going to be going in with second wave.
That's A-firm.
Should be fine.
Roger that. Also, I have it marked on the map around the FOB area. We will be using long-range Freak 87 for engineer net.
Affirmative.
Is he saying that on short range? Because he was like a near 2x5 with that. Oh, I forgot that. He's totally right.
Ground command, can you mark a point you want Delta to...
I completely forgot his range card.
Well, basically right now, Delta,
Jay, you're totally right. I completely forgot about that part. Here you go.
We are on the ground. I don't know what the LZ looks like yet.
I completely forgot.
Copy that, ground command.
That you need a range card for artillery.
A-firm.
I was too late to join today. I'm sorry about that, Bleach.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get us.
We had a lot of last-minute slotting things to change up, so. All right, let's go ahead and get our VC down. We're basically gonna have the LZ put under fire immediately.
RTO2. Do you want us to start shelling the LZ?
Command, this is Alpha. We touched down LZ at this time. A-firm.
Oh, they're playing that incredibly. Incredibly defensive there. All right. Not what I was expecting, but I guess Hawaiian Fox is playing as
on the edge of the LZ. RTO's dropped, already thinking we were much farther away.
He's playing this very defensively in the opening.
Ground, this is Dragon. Took fire on landing. Suppressed whatever we saw and bugged out.
A-firm, Dragon.
Command, Charlie on ground.
Willie Forge is an engineer, so I will go ahead and spawn him a new one.
Alright, engage, all squads engage whatever is found on the ground, and then we will continue to move forward.
This is Charlie, we're watching the north for a flank.
So they're immediately engaging. Yeah, so they cause like a half-second desync spike, so I will try to avoid using groups that size. But we should be A-okay. Righto, Delaroco. Hope you enjoy this operation. There will be a TSP pay for pain later this month. Actually, no, not later this month. Sometime in the mid-February range. We just have to get it done, essentially. And then, let's see, I need to order this boat because I was busy fixing something earlier, so... I can run that in.
Command, Delta is currently in helicopters. We will be landing in a moment.
Affirmative.
But 3 of our men are still getting another heli, so we'll have to wait till we unify.
You have RPG?
That's
yes. I'm gonna harass their LZ.
Please make sure you don't
This is SOG
I see your guys
on the
flying
NOM2
towards
map.
hills.
And we have Whiplash and MacMerit from the SOG dev team on today. They are under Bravo, playing with TSB and 50th ML players. I don't know, in my opinion, SOG Prairie Fire is the best made
Roger, Alpha's holding his
DLC
position
right now.
at the, down the line.
Affirmative. All squads, update on contact.
This is Delta. We're taking engagement on our landing position in the village.
This is Charlie. We're engaging DC on the hill.
How's a glitched out unit?
Affirm. Alpha, Bravo, you guys good?
And a rocket strike up there as
We're securing the
well.
west side right now. We got small contacts pushing in from the west of that little nipple hill. How copy?
They just called it Nipple Hill?
This is Bravo. We contact the western section. We're clearing everything.
Dragon deleted the southern attack. RTB for rearm.
Ooh, how did you
Alpha,
escape?
Can you push that hill? Are you able to at this moment?
Roger, all my men are ready to charge. Give the order.
Ah, so he's a glitched out entity.
Alpha pushing.
So that's a player, it just is glitched out on my roster, so he looks like an empty unit to me. There's no heli triple R at the FOB. You have to fly back to the airbase.
Copy.
I just brought the helis up to be utilized for quicker transport, so. But once you get back to the airbase, you can then change your pylons out for bigger ones.
That was the plan. RTB.
So we got some Samson boats coming down.
Moat ground. Each helicopter has 24 flares that we can drop over the AO when it comes nighttime. No copy.
Good copy.
Nice little underground position there that you can utilize in a future op. Nip Hill, yes.
This is Alpha. We are currently on top of Nipple Hill at this time. Securing.
Good copy, Alpha. Good shit.
Oop, someone just blew my head off. All right.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Sorry, this is Bravo. Say again.
Okay.
What was with that defeated okay there? What? So, we're gonna have some air assets RTB. Looks like one has already gone back. The Cayuse has grabbed their recon heli there. They got a side doorway gunner and some pylons to utilize.
Stay firm, engineers.
Alpha, this is Delta.
Otherwise, frames are holding pretty stable right now, so. I hope he doesn't immediately go defend only. No? Alright, cool. Alright, Sirius giving me a good name there. I can now. Ooh, danger close airstrike. Good God. I got these RPDs firing at the the Huey there.
All squads, let's go ahead and prepare to push.
So I got a
the
tracer
village.
effect going with my
There's
Zeus
a closer
interface in case we
village
want to
and
witness those, but
KVN
tracers are pretty
activity.
easy to spot
We're
in
gonna push that closer village, get fire support, or get
this
fire
anyway.
superiority
So
there. And then
yellow
we're going
tracers
to,
generally
move on
represent
to
the VC
second
and NVA.
KVN
Red is the US.
Activity, good copy?
Copy that.
Charlie, good copy.
Delta is moving to the southwest to rally up with the majority of the main force.
All right.
A from Delta.
So I got a few surprises in store for them.
The village in the LZ to regroup as well.
Actually, I don't think I have any punji stakes. I was just bullshitting with them. Oh, I do. Ooh. Yeah, no, so it doesn't.
Grant, this is Bravo. Is there a specific regroup
Gotcha,
point you want
alright.
us to meet up at before pushing to the PAVN?
Just had a freaking plane coming and buzz a freaking Samson boat.
It has been marked on map, the village in all caps. I want us to go meet up there.
Proper copies.
Good God.
Roger, Alpha copies moving.
Hey, HiCom, which... Oh. Disregard.
ICOM disregard. I don't know if he's out of ammo or what.
Command, Delta team is on hill elevation 34 to
Yeah, okay,
the
so they found the
southwest
trucks
of the initial
for the
landing
triple R.
point to provide overwatch.
Good copy, Delta.
Command, this is Alpha. Be advised, grid 145958 village is full of VC. How copy, over?
Jesus.
Good copy. Fucking shoot the shit out of that.
All right, so we have a lot of tall grass here, so what I'll be doing is I will be spawning. Some groups like this. To then charge off. It looks like air is still dicking around with that one boat. That'll allow me to then send forces like that out and about.
Set up. Do you wish for us to soften up the village?
Go for it, Delta.
Would you like mortar to start opening up on that too, Command?
I love how we do have an MP40 in there.
Command, this is Alpha. We're getting hit like motherfuckers from that village.
Hey, firm, Alpha, pull back. Pull back.
Just strike that boat. Woo! A little bit of a wide diameter there with the napalm.
That village call when squads are gonna move up.
But good for the most part.
Alpha, was that airstrike good?
Airstrike was fantastic. Thanks, Command.
Yep, you're welcome.
Alright, here's what I am gonna do. Let's, there's another type of boat I want to get in. Some, I don't think they're called nasty. Yeah, the Shantu gun boats. Set those up back there. For security's sake, most of them were hit with that napalm. I do want to start sending in some QRF on this opposite side here. I'm sticking with recon and sapper teams because they have a smaller amount of units, but I'm totally fine with what they have in terms of gear. And we had an Iroquois respawn. So a heli went down.
Attention all squads, please make sure you update your map markers so command knows where you are at all times.
Is it giving that glitch where it's respawning? I gotta check back with that because it might be doing the respawn position glitch.
Dragon's on stationary for tasking.
I don't know how they're glitching it out, but... So what we just saw was potentially 2 helicopters respawn.
Command, this is Delta. Do you
I know
want
what they
my
did because one of those is
team
the
to
slick.
go to MS
They landed it on the
002
pad because I didn't
possibly
show them. So that
after
one's on
the air
me.
is done with it and cleared out.
Yeah. So that one's gonna respawn over there.
Delta,
Yep.
If you can clear that out.
They just put it on the wrong pad, but I didn't show them which one was the right pad, so that's my
Alpha,
fault.
Bravo Charlie, how are you on moving to the village?
Copy that. Command, tell air to wave off after the next run so we can go clear.
That's funny.
Affirm.
This is Charlie. We're currently engaging targets on MF002. They have a sniper on us now.
The Cayuse, I think, is firing at the wrong unit, so
Delta,
that's a little
make
funny.
sure not to move too quickly. There are still shells in the air.
They've got artillery firing up as well. Who's playing as ground command? Hawaiian Fox from... I believe he plays in the 38th. And King is slowly swimming over. Alright. Why do I have Spetsnaz selected? Silly, silly wee-woo. Charge them out. You ejected, didn't you?
Command, we're 400 meters out.
Hey, lift this off. Lift this off, or the plane's gonna respawn in less than 60 seconds and you're gonna explode and blow everything up. Lift this off, or else the plane might respawn and blow you up.
Charlie to Alpha, are you guys inside the village?
Bravo is inside the village.
Only one pad, you're gonna have to learn how to share.
Charlie's coming up behind you guys.
Delta, tell me when you start getting to MF002.
Delta's position is now at MF002. We are heading in.
Affirm. Alpha, Bravo,
Because
Charlie,
stuff has
let's
set
start moving to
respawn
the
position.
suspected PAVN activity. I'm gonna mark it as fuck it up.
Okay.
Roger that.
Just
Alpha
making
moving.
sure, because I don't want anything to clip and then all the triple R Vics explode back at base and then
Roger,
we're kind of
Charlie,
screwed.
moving.
Delta engineers are holding to your east, so if you get engaged, let us know. We can give you some order.
Copy that. Also, command and pop in green smoke so the air doesn't bomb us accidentally.
Spotted some contacts for you, Delta. B Hill overwatching B Village to the west. I saw a couple VC moving into the village. Heads up.
Copy.
They're firing back and forth.
Break, Delta. You got enemy contacts north, 100 meters. Along the coastline.
Delta, do not push these contacts.
Dragon's going for a run.
Hey, everybody get down. We got air coming in for a run.
Charlie, how do you copy? Do you copy?
Good artillery hit there. No, that was a rocket run.
You guys moving up to Delta position. We're gonna assist them and then keep on moving. I'll copy.
Solid copy.
Alright, start pushing north. I'm with you guys.
Tout est con! Tout est con! Tout est con! Tout est con! Oh god, I annihilated K, man. Someone please go check on him.
Everybody fall back real quick to Appleseed and his mission. Man down.
Delta, what's your
How many people
status?
does it take to shoot one person?
We
Answer,
have been
yes.
flanked by enemies that air went on a run for. They abandoned their position and they just came up right behind us and shot our machine gunners.
Good copy. Charlie's moving in from the south.
Go home, GI.
Fire.
I will use that line too. Don't
Copy
you
that.
worry.
We are about 90% combat effective right now, though.
Make it due to
Bravo's also
non-rescue.
moving in from the south.
All right, let's see if we can push
Alpha is
back.
currently sitting north of the suspected village at this time. Over.
Affirmative.
Man down.
Oh god, what happened to that plane? Why'd the other one get shot down? Oh, because they were dealing with the nasties. That's why. All right. Or no, the nasties are the other boat. It's the Shin. Blanking on the name. Bavarian, thanks for the 55-month resub. It's all right, Bavarian. I know you were busy. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yes, Boo. How are you doing? That's good.
This is Bravo. We're entering the village, so all squads
with
want
MCOs, you know, I
49
really like to focus on them. So, what's up? No. I'd prefer you not. Just give it 2 hours, then you can back him, okay? Please be patient. I have
once you call
autism.
that village clear, we're gonna go ahead and move in.
Bravo copies.
Ambush.
Heads up, Delta. I still have
Yes, I
more
did. Sorry, I
contacts
missed that.
pushing in from
Rob,
the
thanks so much for the
village, to
20-month
village
resub.
from
Thank
west.
you for the tiny potatoes. I hope you keep enjoying the operations as well, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. They probably are, to be honest. All right. Otherwise,
Command, we have enemy VC pushing in about the way the
GI go home! GI go home!
Delta, we can provide some
GI go home!
hill if you would like.
Copy.
I got
push
Vok in there.
those rounds back about 50-ish meters from Delta's position.
Ugh, one squad right in the middle of an ambush.
Hold on. 150, my bad.
Copy that. You guys are inside the village, yes?
Hey, hold up. We got platoon lead in the village. No one told us this. Hold up, don't.
Apologies, Delta. We thought you were in town.
Hey, we are not in town yet. One of our boys got hit and we got ran up on.
They did say they were
Be
holding.
advised, Charlie also has some friendlies on the hill on Overwatch.
Be advised, Alpha's in the town right now.
All right, let's see.
This
Bodies
is,
to clean up
platoon
behind
lead.
them.
I am not up there. I am at the suspected PAV inactivity right now.
We got it now. Someone corrected it to platoon sergeant is up here now.
I
Yeah,
apologize
platoon
for
sergeant
that.
is
I
up
was
there.
That is on my bad. Apologies all.
Copy. Okay, Delta, we're gonna start moving in to the town.
Good copy, Delta.
All squads, this is high.
No, you're ground. I'm
we have
high.
cleaned up this suspected PAVN activity. We're going to go move and start up.
Hanoi,
setting up that
yeah, I
fob.
gotta get a
How copy?
soundboard set up for something like that one day, man. That would be dope. So I got all those forces coming in. They got K-Man back up.
Delta to your northwest and contacts in the woods moving to you.
I need a 60mm.
If you're still in that town, you were assaulted.
There it is.
Delta copies. We are gonna just clean this out real quick.
Oh gosh, no.
Delta, be advised. Charlie's on the hill in front of you.
I'm a little worried about the sheer size of that. So I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. We'll give it a second. I've got some already set up on Hamburger Hill itself. Plus, I can assume this position will... Actually, we'll have this one be the...
Command, MF002 is cleared out. Delta is asking for retasking.
Good copy. I want you guys to move down and meet up with the rest of us suspected avian activity, because we're going to go and start moving on FOB construction site. How copy?
Delta copies.
All squads that are in that town in the gas, do not go into that gas. That will blind you.
Delta's going to displace to Hill 18, southwest of MFO 002.
Love how you have that pocket ZPU back there.
And this is Charlie. You were stepped on. Can you please say again for command?
I don't think they realize that that's enemy.
Alright. All squads, go ahead and prepare to move on that FOB. Make sure that you do not get into the gas. That gas is how you get blind. Tell that to all of your squads. Let's go ahead and start moving.
Bringing this in to harass air with it.
Charlie, was that you guys dropping white phosphor, or do you need help? Because that enemy contact looks like it's dropping shit right on
Karn, you're gonna be like right on top of that.
They're right on top of us. That was a bad woolly peak.
Do you need aid?
Negative at this time.
Copy.
Oh, shit. Chuckleheads need to learn to run.
All squads, watch out. The enemy is counter-batterying our position.
Bravo copies, we've already cleared out of there.
Alright, I am going to spawn a lot in a counterattack.
Command, we are swinging southwest to FOB. We're bypassing the suspected parking position.
Affirm.
So it's a little laggy here because of that one structure, to be perfectly honest.
Command itself would be advised we're about 450 meters from the FOB construction site. How copy, over.
I still got a skirmish over here going on as well. And you already blew up. All right, Air was very quick to the draw on that one. Five, 6, 7, 8. Videos YouTube for years. I've been a Zeus since MCC for Arma 2 Operation Airhead. Never knew how to control click, let you spawn more than one strike. Yeah, I mean, I had to learn that one. That one I learned from someone else just watching their stream. I completely forgot whose it was, but... Oh, I'm creeping it right on ground. Oh, this is funny. But that's why I always like watching other Zeuses as well, because you get to see what that's all about. Hey. Uh-oh. Jesus. Yeah, so we just had napalm strike on the base. Nice.
This is Command. Can one of the squads assaulting send back a medic? We just got hit directly by enemy Willie Pete.
Command, this is Delta. We are 700 meters out. Do you need us to double time?
Yes, that is affirmative. We are getting hit by artillery.
Oh my god, they're in hand-to-hand. This is House of Trash getting assaulted here. GI go home! Have frag! GI go home! GI go home! Have frag! GI go home! Have frag! Alpha Wolf here, there you go. I always try to make good on what I say I'm gonna do. Geez, something just got AGM to hell over here. I hear napalm. No, that's the plane. Good God. No problem, Alpha Wolf. Happy to help. Alright, we're gonna send up another massive force here.
Command, this is Delta. You got enemies trying to outflank you to your rear. We're gonna engage them and break through.
Affirmative. This is Command. I got hit directly by Willie Pete. My medic's down. Well, dead.
Dead. Ouch. Basically with Vietnam, since they're just pretty much an unstoppable tide.
Command, stay alive. We're 350 meters out.
Alpha's getting napalm.
Gee, I go home! Oh, shit. I appear to have not had any ammo in my gun, and the AI was not smart enough to realize that and reload the gun. So now we're gonna start getting to some of the sniper trees. If you notice, these lines all are tied to some dudes I have in some trees. I also have a machine gunner up here. Oh, damn, they just had an AGM hit a tank.
Command, we're 200 meters out.
Affirm.
Command, are you with Bravo or are you on the exact FOB mark?
Command was far back as I got hit by Willie Pete and had to bandage myself.
I made Savon's day right there. He couldn't stop. Righto. I'm gonna be doing that to other players if I notice that they're in a bit of a pickle, so Don't worry, it won't be
This is
mutually
command.
exclusive to
We
Savan.
have flanked you guys. The flank squad's pushing. I need you to pull back and deal with those flankers.
Alright, I got a lot of bodies to delete.
This is Bravo to command. There is a VC tunnel cave system right inside the fob position. Bravo clearing it.
Command, this is Charlie. We're directly below Hill 916.
Yep, so I got an RPD guy shooting at him.
We're requesting permission to attack and get overwatch on the fob area.
Negatory, we are being completely flanked. I need people to pull back.
Oh dear. Yes, they are.
Please mark the position you need us to fall back to.
Now, it's 1969. By now, the VC would have their radios, so we're gonna push our luck here. And after they start building their FOB, I will transition to PAVN forces.
Please and thank you.
And we'll start setting up our punchy stakes. I'm just trying to make sure everyone has a little bit of action, you know?
We're 300 meters out from the flankers.
Well, that's something calling command last.
Oh dear. That is one heck of a mess up there.
Alpha is with a very heavy fire on top of the hill. Hill 60, Alpha's with a heavy fire building up.
Hey, Firm Alpha, you have guys flanking you. I am currently cut off from the rest of the group by those flankers.
Where the flankers are at.
Oh my god.
Near napalm. Be advised, we're 150 out. We're going to keep pushing east.
Hey, Firm.
Please do not call any artillery.
We're gonna
or
walk
gas.
up and see a massacre.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, these guys are still clearing out this one position. Oh my god, they, Alpha, they got swarmed. Good god, Savan just got double tapped by an AI.
That hill and help me deal with these flankers.
Roger. Roger, engineers are on their way to help you.
Oh my god, they sent one group up and now that group's getting annihilated. They divided a bit too much now, and now they're getting swarmed on the hill. This group on the outside is now getting swarmed. So they started unified, and then they separated out into a lot of different groups, and now they're getting their butts kicked.
Man, this is Charlie. We just engaged a heavy counterattack from Hill 916. Do you want us in a blocking position of the FOB so they don't flank you guys anymore?
That would be phenomenal.
The brutality.
Wait one, we'll find a good position.
Thank you.
This is Bravo to command. We need air support on our position. Bravo pause marked on map. We have an entire platoon of VC coming in.
Good copy. I'm on my way.
Okay, firm. Thank you.
Now they're starting to get surrounded. So these ops, if they stay together, ooh, that was another massive airstrike here. They've got daisy cutters on it? Those are big-ass explosions. But they separated too far, and they got smacked. Oh, God, just look at the massacre, man. GI went home.
Bravo, your position is correct. Is that A-firm?
Bravo's position is accurate. We are inside
So I think
the
that's
VC
Moon
cave system
Shadow.
that we have cleared, so danger close is possible. Just let us know.
Good copy. Alpha, how about you? Where you at?
This is Delta Team Lead. When you told us flankers, you know, I thought it was maybe about a dozen guys, you know, until I walked up on that position and there was like 30 and just gunned us down.
Jesus.
My men are like cut off and being gunned down.
Bravo.
I did not know how many there was. Sorry.
Bravo, do you copy? Bravo, do you copy?
Everyone's completely cut off
This
from
is
each
Bravo.
other at the moment.
Accurate position, because I see a fucking rock.
That giant rock is us. There's a cave system we're in.
Bravo, enemies
Hold,
outside
you're
the
gonna
rock.
need more than one squad.
A-firm, enemies outside the rock.
Help clean up behind.
Now let's start sending in the PAVN.
I do not have tasking, I do not have air support for you, I do not have anything. Do not move on Hill
Delta
916.
Command. If you can, some team leader, can you send out maybe 2 men to find my guys at the 38th mark of flankers and see if you can bring them back to your position and keep them alive?
Delta, actual, we're going back. We don't need to send anyone.
Okay. Repeat last Delta, sorry I was interrupted.
No, it was one of my boys. He took my radio and he's left. Hey, if you can hear me still, go to Delta Rally here, Mark. The exact location, but try to find a defensive location around that so when I get back, we can all meet up.
Which squad need that support right now?
I don't know what he's painting me for.
Command, this is Alpha being advised. We're currently reinserting at this time. How copy?
Good copy.
Whew. I would say, compared to the previous MCO to this one, I'm surprised to say this, but Nam 2 actually has better frames. Is there a reason you keep pinging me? Yeah, okay, I would relog if you can hear me, because, yeah, your stuff might be screwed. Alright, let me get out of there. Any station on this net, this is I. We do have reinserts back at base that need to get in. How copy?
Dragons RTV to pick up answers.
So I usually put grass cutters down to try to get people to, I'm assuming he left. Yep, alright. Because he was a glitched out unit.
This is RTO to all air assets. Keep clear.
Jesus, dude, what are you running into there for? Duck, good God.
If you're gonna strike till 916, recommend doing it on the west side. That was on the west side coming up the hill to 916. 916 doing the front there as well.
Alright, let me actually get this tank since it doesn't wanna... get up here. I'd say, though, all non-maps are really good for what they need to be, you know what I mean? Ooh! was a bomb. Oh wow, Duck got double tapped. Good God. Now it's the fight for this little fortified position, but now we have armor starting to fire. That's a tonk. Mac, you might wanna... I don't think they've realized the tank's shooting at them.
This is Bravo. We have a PT-76 on our position. We'll let you know whether or not we need support for it.
Okay, I know you had a crash issue, and I just have to find someone that's in the field. We need to see a reorganization of the units here. Comms were really good in the beginning, and now it's just becoming a bit of a mess. So I'm going to set up one counterattack and then slow down my force. It's the KU's coming and doing a scout strike there. Alright, there's no visibility from right here, so let's go ahead. So we only need one. Have them run in.
This is Bravo, PT-76 on FOB dealt with.
I'm not gonna be able to hit him unless he lands. But they destroyed that tank.
Command, this is Alpha. Be advised, we have landed. Over.
Affirm. We're gonna need you to keep moving as well. We're gonna need to take that FOB position so we can get a base of operations going in the field.
This is Delta. Half of my team is reinserting.
Okay, you two just talk to each other. First one, go.
I want to give that group something to do, but Air did a really good job of just bombing the hell out of that position. Now they got the KUs coming into Overwatch. I think these guys just passed over the hill with all the dead people. All right, now that's been shown. I think those are all reinserts as well. Woo!
Mom, can I eat this hamburger, please?
Man, this is Charlie.
I don't think you want to eat that hamburger. Wow, an airstrike killed everything up there on that rock. Good God.
Copy. Good shit,
Wasn't expecting
Charlie.
that. Katie, thanks so much for the 4-month resub. Hope you enjoying the operations. Do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Right now.
All right, checking the map here. Is there anything else I can delete at this time? Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of all those assets. Now, let's see, we've been a little, almost up to an hour in this operation.
Of the FOB location. We're taking sporadic infantry contacts, but it is clear for the most part.
Affirm Bravo, I'm with the engineers right now. We're pushing forward.
Affirm.
Get another group of 5 in to trickle. Let's say from the back of this hill, let's have, yep, all right, we got some tall grass right here. When you spawn units in individually, it's a lot less of a burden on the server compared to some of the stuff that, oh, I hit my unit cap.
Delta,
all right.
I'm taking some of your troops with me right now.
Yeah, how are they doing?
Ooh.
They're alive.
Smoke's concealing that. Give me 1 second. I need to tab out
They
and
fell
grab a
back
script.
because they're like, oh, our friendlies are going to be there after half our team's wiped, and I heard 50 men just came out of the wood and said, go home, GI.
Yeah.
It be like that. Welcome to Vietnam. We're okay. We're not
If they're
okay.
still alive down there, keep them alive and let them know we'll be in roughly like 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, good shot! Someone over here just saved ground command. It's either Forge or Jason there. I was about to put a rocket right on ground command and Appleseed there. Great call. Oh, man. Great.
Okay,
Great save.
Delta, I'm going to take your guys with me that are alive. We're going to keep pushing into that fob area. I'm going to get the engineers to start setting up stuff.
Copy, I'm coming back to the construction fob.
Affirm.
Gonna be honest, I was not expecting them to save him. Alright, let's do some more VC swarms.
Tracks are over. Sorry for not calling, but shit was busy on 50.
I'm gonna go for a helicopter snipe.
Engineers are prepared to start
Everybody
construction
stay with me,
operations.
I'm trying to find our boy.
Engineers, start your construction.
Crash, and he's back there, which means he did indeed have to join the server. To Chronic, who is there.
Command, this is Alpha. We're going to be holding the south side of the fob location. I'll copy.
Whew. Like most of my ops, when you start separating out into smaller and smaller groups, you're gonna really screw yourself over. How did you manage that? I literally hit the X key and it didn't reset you. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, no AAA defense for you, I guess. I'm gonna start sending random groups over to do flanks.
Alright, engineers are beginning construction time now.
Affirm.
Put time acceleration up.
Start covering those engineers. Set up in locations around where the engineers are building their fob. Not 100% on where they are at this moment.
Have a small harassing group go up there. Small harassing
All
group come
squads,
and attack
in
a different
place
position.
the engineers built, go ahead and spread out along this interior valley area and cover these engineers building a fob for us. How copy?
So you got some of the long-range guns firing from over here. I'm gonna start trickling stuff down the hill to attack them. And let's actually start shifting over the PABN. Napalm. It's cooking that big. So anything that looks like it's pulling back, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Now this gun is pre-sighted to fire somewhere on this hill. So we'll be doing some random barrages from that occasionally. Alright, officer, RTO, few with AKs, few with SKSs, a medic, a machine gun, 2 dudes with AT for opportunity. And now we just push onto that position. No, the mortar gun got napalm. I know that's the RPD. There's the mortar. That's been blown away on the side. Alright, so I figured this op would be about 2 hours. So we're on task for that as well. Yeah, we had a good slap on the player base.
Bravo to ground.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Apparently that village to our direct west has some sort of cache in it. From what my guys are telling me, not sure if you want us to go push that or just have Artie slap it.
Yeah, we'll just have Artie slap it.
Affirm.
Just having stuff come in to trickle at this point. It's just all taking its sweet time. I'm debating doing a massive infantry push up here to get them off of this position. So let's try that. Let's actually see what happens when I try to get a big chunk of units out there. Also, to the people that ask me, hey, Liru, it doesn't make sense that you're able to spawn stuff constantly from the same area and have them push in. And my answer to you is tunnels and spider holes. You don't know what's in here, man, and they're never gonna find it. So don't worry about it. You don't know where my tunnels are, and they're never gonna find them, so don't worry. Don't worry. Because every little thing is gonna be alright, ain't it? Hydrate, you got it. So that's gonna lessen the attack on this position.
Bravo to ground.
By the way, the reason you're seeing that little stuttering when I scroll in is purely because of that one rock texture, because it has a massive interior.
Resupply coming in. I'll see if I can get the 40 mic.
Thank you.
Free supply is being dropped off as we speak.
It's literally because of that.
This is Ground Command Bravo.
This is Bravo.
We have 40 mics ready for y'all.
Thank you.
All forces, enemies on southwestern hill.
So it's really hard to strike that.
I'm gonna be off station for 2 seconds.
Because it's on a hill, so I gotta... Oh, hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay.
It's really hard to get artillery to land right on top of that position, like actually, so I'm gonna have the VC reflect that. Because if I can get them off of there, then I can spawn units down there and trickle them. Because part of being a Zeus is also the strategy of, okay, how do I force the player base to do what I want them to do? So I can make it more entertaining for them as a whole, but also strategize in properly pummeling them, you know, give them the right amount of pummel that they came to this operation for.
Ground Pound is back on station.
Time acceleration up for a bit more.
Enemies west of hill 916. Your resupply is on the way, a couple minutes out.
Good copy.
Strike incoming on...
Wonder what Forge is DC'd for. Zeusing is pretty awesome. It's a tool. Like a knife used for making amazing culinary dishes or slicing through meat. That's because... So that little effect is because they just landed right next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and move myself in the corner. But like any tool, it can be abused and used to stab someone, or used to make culinary delights. So, it is as good. Wow, that was a great strike. The skill and use of that tool is dependent on the person wielding it, but now I'm gonna start putting Willy Pete up here. away from them at first, but...
Whoever's squad on hill 916, you also have enemies coming in.
They've done a great job so far.
All forces head down towards the southwest.
But the reason I'm being so forceful with my mortars is to get them off of...
We got enemy contacts south. Sorry, I was trying to pinpoint it.
To get them off of that position.
I have one rocket left. It's going right into their fucking front yard.
You got my blessing. Go ahead.
He completely missed.
Dropping frags.
I was dropping fragments. Hope he's accounting for the angle of how closely he's flying.
Good copy. Hold for now.
Okay, I'm trying not to land it on him, but I am trying to get him off that
Good
hill.
copy. We'll hold.
I'm a little worried about Doc. Now the mortars are ranged accordingly. That'll be the last one I do, and if they still don't take the hit, I will just do a creeping barrage. Oh god, that just... yeah.
All forces.
Just cooked Tiger.
Down towards the southwest, bomb coming in.
Another slight position issue I have is units will get stuck in that tall grass. Like they are right here.
Alright. All squads. Actually, cancel that.
Last chance, head down southwest.
When you have an air fryer? Oh, these guys are gonna learn that Willie Pete ignores armor.
We are taking artillery fire.
Affirm.
Oh god, no!
His left leg, torpedoes chest.
Oh. Oh god, I hate to do it, but they're not leaving that position, and that's exactly what Willie Pete's designed to do. Oh. POV, the VC use their air fryer. No. Alright, we're gonna start sending counterattacks. I'm gonna give it a minute, and then we're gonna do another creeping barrage up there. There's Forge coming back.
Okay, Alpha, Bravo, I have tasking for you.
This is Bravo.
Alpha?
Alpha, stand by. Yep, we're here.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and clear out the suspected PAVN activity to the east. I'm gonna go ahead and send Alpha and Bravo. Engineers and Delta, I want you to hold this fob. Good copy?
That's a copy. Enemy fucking platoon southeast.
Command, send last again. Sorry, I got under a lot of fire here.
Okay. Alpha and Bravo will be pushing to the suspected PAVN activity to the east of us. We're going to have...
Wait, Command, didn't you want us to stay at the fob?
Give me a sec. Delta and engineers will be staying at the fob. Good copy?
Good copy. Copies, we're moving out.
Bravo copies.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, go ahead and begin your assault.
This is Delta. We are stuck on hill 916.
Wait, you're still on Delta? You're on 916? I thought it was Charlie on 916.
Sorry, Charlie.
Okay.
My bad.
Charlie, you stay there. I want you guys to keep fire support from Hill 916. If it becomes untenable, pull down to the fob.
Set that to 10 times speed. Alright, they've repelled another attack. So that's where those are. Because I have some guys garrisoned in trees, so I don't want to give them movement orders. Alright, I'm going to do one more creeping.
Quick question, where in the base did we put the boxes?
Say again last?
Where in the fob are the resupply boxes?
Find them? I have no idea.
Hey, Highcom, how copy?
Nice on message.
One of the Phantom pilots, you know, just kind of poofed because he wasn't feeling well. Am I good to reslot?
Yeah, yeah, you can reslot your kit.
Copy. Dragon switching to F4 Phantom.
That's a shame.
Bravo to ground, sorry, I was having GS issues. If anything has been called for Bravo in the last minute or so, please say again.
I'm gonna start using
you're
bigger.
Assault, correct?
From a longer way, way away.
To the suspected enemy position to the east, yes.
Alright, so that
Alright,
should
then
be
you're good.
back here, yeah.
Hey, firm, just double checking.
That's unfortunate. I hope whoever that was is
this
feeling okay.
engineers. Once we get our mortar assist back, I'm gonna try and get the mortar set up.
Good copy, engineers.
Contact is light for now. I'm gonna fix that real quick.
I marked enemy position with red smoke. Red smoke. Air can hit that and not get into the fob. That'd be appreciated.
Alright, time to use the Daddy Willy, Pete. I'm gonna give 4 ranging shots and I'm gonna blanket the hell out of that hill.
All air assets, get away from 916. Repeat, wave off. 916 is not safe. Willie P is hitting us hard here. Get the fuck out.
Give it like a minute and then put another round up, so at the 120 mark. Because now they're coordinating with a bigger gun that's from a much bigger range away, so.
This is engineers to all squads. If you have targets of opportunity, TRPs that you want to mark for mortars with potential ranges, let us know. Put them on the map. Currently based in the
Gauge how well the server is doing. Half-second delay, same as relatively the same, if not slightly longer than the others, so that's good.
Marked roughly, so directly
God, the
north,
sheer amount of bodies.
Let's say FOB center. The enemy is about 100 meters outside the wall. If you want to hit that or try, go for it. If not, understandable.
Roger. You said to the north of the FOB.
Yeah, direct north.
Break, break, break. 916 a lost cause. Charlie, head back to the FOB position.
At least they've realized.
This hill is no longer worth it.
We can organize airlift if you need.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to spawn that much at once, otherwise the server will get a little framing.
Alpha Bravo, how's the assault going?
This is Alpha. We're getting hit. Or Bravo. Sorry, we're getting hit.
There's
by
a really
friendly
cool
air.
script
Tell the guys to wave off.
that also has them appear on the map like this, so you can see that. They added that to Ace Fortify recently. It's pretty cool.
Update our position. Yellow smoke.
Alright, so every minute.
Bravo, pause updated. We're halfway to the PAVN position.
There are.
Woo! Some just blew up right there. Knocked Raptor out. I don't know what's up with Moonshadow, but he keeps having some issues, unfortunately. It happens every MCO. There's 1 or 2 people that just have an armor bug. It's bound to happen when you have, 60 to 100 players on a server.
Bravo to Alpha.
This is Alpha.
Bravo is going to sit in the little compound halfway between the FOB and the PAVN position just to do some triple R. We'll be pushing with you as soon as we're up.
Okay, Bravo.
Alright, let's do our show of force here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What we're doing right now is, oh wow, that you actually heard him take damage from that shot, but this is simulating the amount of time it takes for every shell to reload from that gun. So it's a single gun firing all of these rounds, and then I'm trying to also show the spread. So 2 are gonna get lucky.
This is
Bravo to
engineers.
Alpha. Sorry, PT-76 coming down the road from the southeast.
Engineers, what was it?
Careful, spicy wind will hurt you too.
Engineers to high.
This is high, send message.
Our mortar assist is having some serious technical difficulties. We are unable to set up our mortar at this time. He keeps having to disconnect.
Roger, what I will do in his place is ping your location. I will give you a mortar that will be pre-made, and then any additional mortars will, like normal, you'll have to call in resupply to bring in more. Can you ping your position, please?
Charlie out.
Much appreciated, high. Ping.
Break, Delta,
It's down.
engineers, hold fire. Friendlies, northwest of...
Blue on blue! Blue on blue!
We're firing on Charlie.
Oh god!
Engineer, I got
Blue on
I got
blue!
stop. I saw green tracers coming from one direction.
Oh god, they killed... No, it's Matt, it's fine, never mind, alright. I thought it was McMary, who was one of the SOG devs. Ah, I thought we'd go today without a blue on blue. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Hey, Vietnam, baby. It happened all the damn time, unfortunately. All right, massive attack time.
Forces that are currently attacking the village. As I'm not with you, you are free to call in air fucking support by yourself.
Copy.
So when I hit the FOB, I'll be using HE instead of Willie Pete. Because Willie Pete will bypass fortifications and just murder people. So you gotta keep that in mind. It's about 6 o'clock right now. I'm going to bump this up to 30 times magnification. When I start seeing it get a little darker, I'll put it back down to 10 because now it's going to start getting dark. I mean, last MCO, there was air freaking went to town and murdered.
This is engineers to all elements. We have
like half a
established
squad.
with Delta a ammo cache on the west side of the fob on the bunker with the toe on top.
A bingo card for NCOs? No, but I should, because that would be pretty funny, and we can like take a shot every time, even though Twitch doesn't allow for drinking games, but I think that'd be pretty funny. It would be the unofficial drinking game.
We got enemy contact southwest.
Search something, go boom.
Ammo stores are marked on map.
I know I kept saying I'd be going to NVA. I'm gonna, again, reserve NVA for the hill, but I like having VC trickle in here. And it's slowly getting dark.
Alpha Bravo, how is your assault going?
And darker.
This is Alpha.
Our frames have stayed
we got
pretty
a little
good for that the
dampened, so
entire
we're
thing.
doing fine. It's slow pushes.
2:18, so we're an hour, 15 minutes in.
Confirm. Tell me once you reach.
We got a lot of Bugas coming up.
Irene.
Now it's starting to get darker. You can see the shade slowly going down.
We're waiting for Hamburger Hill until y'all complete that objective, then we're gonna push with all squads onto Hamburger Hill. Bravo, copy.
No, you ain't, buddy. If that's what you're gonna do, I'm gonna time my night attack to happen.
Delta Engineer Squad, be advised, all of Charlie is inside your fob. You have no friendlies outside of the wire.
Copy that.
Yeah, core forward. I wonder what's wrong with this computer. It's a shame about that causing the little frame issues. I think in hindsight I shouldn't have put one there, but... ah, well. You only know until you can test it in an actual operation scenario. Otherwise, you only have possible things that can happen with prediction, so... now we know.
Contact south of fob.
Alright, we're gonna have a massive infantry flank. Oh, and there's my cap again. Back to execute code, global AI, we've hit it twice. I always like to keep track of that, because that helps me gauge how much infantry we've killed. Because every time I have to do that usually means I've spawned around 200 to 300 infantry.
3 rounds.
It's Bravo to Alpha, we're being a little held up. One of ours is still down.
Big flank attack in the rain is gonna not really help with the frames, unfortunately. But they made a nice little fob here.
Charlie, I'm taking one of your guys inside. I just got hit by a...
So I've had to run that script twice, so they've
blast.
killed around 200 to 400 infantry so far. Which, from what we've seen, yeah, makes a little sense. Maybe on the lesser side, I would say probably around 300 to 400.
In the fob, please get wounded into the bunkers. Do not triage them out in the open.
Heads down. Danger close northwest.
Alright.
Bravo Alpha, we're pushing now.
Right.
Oh. Might want to wave off, buddy, because this next one might hit you. And I ran out. Unfazed. Alright, these guys are pushing. As we're doing a very large flank attack. I'm gonna have one push from their direct front.
Bravo, this is Alpha. We're currently inside the village now.
NGs, go get your shit out of the fucking helipad.
Bravo, we got a big squad coming in from the southeast side of the village.
Bravo copies.
NGs, get your fucking shit out of the fucking middle of the fog.
I just realized I'm pulling these out from the
South,
Marines. My
southeast.
bad. Wrong group. Wrong group. Oh well.
Alpha, Bravo. Whenever you're done with your assault, pull back to the fob. We're gonna defend the night through the night, and then we're going to assault Hamburger Hill during the day. I do not want us assaulting during nighttime.
I'm gonna make their
Alpha's
pullback difficult, though.
Bravo copies.
Okay, affirmative.
Very difficult. Hellish, even. So just let the guitar
Bravo to
fill
Alpha,
your
my
ears.
guys are saying this village is clear.
Roger, I'm not getting any more context here. I think we're
Now
gonna
it's
go back
about to
the
be
fob.
very,
Affirm.
very brutal. Still not bright enough for NVGs yet, but we're getting there. Put that module aside. BC have already learned if they can separate off some units and take them out, that's exactly what they want to do. Green lights. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, clean up some bodies, clean up some units that are left behind here.
Hey, we got like a squad or two pushing us from northwest.
So the lag is now going to come from all of the flares happening at once, so I'm actually not going to do any coordinating of flares from my end, because that's just the lighting engine now suffering to create all the shadows. I made them more. I gave them the option to have some mortar bunkers. I hope they invested in it.
Bravo to ground.
Heads down east.
Bravo to ground.
Go ahead, Bravo.
We are going to need some M60 and Grenadier resupply when we get back.
We have plenty of resupply back at base, or back at the fob.
M60 belts?
Everything.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Alpha Bravo, is your assault been successful?
Bravo, we are assault has been successful, village clear, we are pushing back. This is getting on the way back.
Pull back.
Were you shooting? Because you're my only artillery asset in the AO right now. Like, I don't have any other mortars deployed, so I actually don't know what that was from.
Alpha Bravo, when you start getting close to the perimeter.
But yeah, they just said, fuck Tojo.
Make sure not to shoot you. Will do.
Did I hear heli down?
I don't know.
Alpha to Bravo, there's a whole platoon of Kong in the southwest forest.
Yeah, we have damage in northeast.
Hey, GI, go home. Oh, of course I found Vakken again. I keep bullying Vakken on accident. Out of everyone. Oh, out of everyone. Why is it always Vakken? Oh, he's gonna be so mad at me. I don't even mean to do it. I think that was thrown artillery.
Some more IDF fortification, please.
To be honest. Alright, they're breaking through because some of my units also pulled back. Poor Vakken. I feel so bad about it too, because I never mean to bully anyone specific. I try to make my bully just all-inclusive, but sometimes, just luck of the draw, I'll do it to someone multiple times. Like, I don't even mean to. How is it always you, sir? Because I'll let you know, like, if there's someone I specifically want to screw with, I'll let you know early on. So I'm thinking after this one little surround attack with small elements, I'll slow things down.
Ground command, this is Delta. It'd be useful if our helicopters, if they are flying overhead, could drop the flares they mentioned earlier.
We're having Phantom drop flares. We'll see if we can get the helis as well, too.
Copy that.
The helis are dropping flares somewhere.
So they've pulled back.
Also, what was that? Did we just get a resupply drop or something?
Let's put a 60mm in there.
Yeah, I just watched a crate drop Cap Lake toward northwest.
Oh well. IDF heads down.
Ooh, with all that rain. Here's the airstrike. There's a lot more flares being deployed. Jeez, this is 1 o'clock? Are you kidding me? It's like barely bright.
We're getting pushed along the entire western flank from south to north.
Stay firm.
Not a long night.
Alpha Bravo, how soon are you going to be back at the FOB?
Command Alpha is currently red status. Our medic's currently doing the job. We'll be back probably roughly 10-15 mics. I'll copy.
Good
Heads
copy.
down south.
Bravo, what's your status?
Alright, let's focus on these guys. Give the FOB a little bit of a break and just do a little bit of mortaring after a second to make them hunker down.
All of Delta should be up.
Command, this is Alpha. Is there any air assets that can drop some flares around our location? And Bravo pause. Over.
Hey, Farm. Oh, you want the RTOs to do that?
We can get the artillery to do that. I think that's easy.
This is Delta to command. It would be appreciated if we can get another tow launcher, and then also we do not have a medic anymore.
Are they pushing?
Hey, Farm. We've got kilos landing, dropping off supplies. I'll see if we can get a tow launcher from them.
To say that they're breaching. Now they're doing a fighting retreat.
You relay to high command. Tow launcher went snap when it was.
I see it. I see it. I see it. Stand by.
Thank you.
I put it next to you. I'll delete the destroyed one. Just move it around as such.
Thank you, God.
This is Bravo to RTO. We have contact to our northeast of Bravo Pause. Please flap everything to our northeast.
How far is it northeast?
About 150 meters.
Is that friendly artillery?
We're going to be retreating from this position momentarily.
Most of them were able to break away.
Bravo to Alpha, have you guys moved already?
Strike coming, Bravo.
Oh, David. Oh, David might be in trouble.
All elements be advised, mortars are out of aluminum rounds.
Enemy artillery.
Alright, good copy, mortars.
Yeah, this is me with no lighting effect on. Whew. Put another ranging round there.
Bravo, this is engineers, come in.
This is Bravo.
We have additional elume and high explosive if you need any fire support at this time.
We're pulling back from Bravo Pause. The fighting retreat, just to hit anything to our east. Copy, north and
of Bravo Pause.
Aim for north and...
Copy, north and east of Bravo Pause.
See, now it's gotten super dark, so I'm putting my thing back on.
All squads, you are looking to the east and the southeast. Please make sure your guys identify their targets before they shoot them. Alpha and Bravo are coming.
J, take off station on Mike.
Bravo just deleted about 2 squads that were chasing you. Yeah, your window, take it now.
Bravo rounds out to your east.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make a lot, and I mean a lot, of stuff. And I'm going to chase them to that fob.
engineers have set up some additional cover from IDF, but we had to leave some room for the helos, boys, so there's still open ground, be careful.
Begin the attack.
Alpha and Bravo, how far are you from the FOB?
We're at the marker, Bravo. Pause. We're coming in from the east.
Good
All
copy. We see tracers coming from here.
In-game IRL for what? Sorry, I'm not the best at reading chat.
All squads.
We got some of your boys.
All squads, make sure to ID targets and make sure you do not shoot Alpha and Bravo.
Bravo's coming in from the east.
I'm sorry. No hard feelings. You get respawn.
Be advised, Alpha is coming in.
Oh, I only have one bullet left. Ironic. There we go. Mac Merritt, the SOG dev, unfortunately also got left behind. Yeah, right, Olego, that's why I forget too, so let's go ahead and respawn him. So quite a few. Alright, they pushed off there.
Squadly, just so you're aware, Dr. Boom and Duran got dropped off of the FOB to insert.
Alright, where's my time acceleration module? Let's have that go back up to 30.
This is Bravo, we're entering the perimeter now.
Whip's got a purple smoke grenade. He's trying to trail that to make sure he doesn't get shot at.
To the northeast of the FOB.
This is a nice FOB they made. Got multiple mortar bunkers as well. And now we gotta ride through the night. Now here's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna delete all these. And just have them pushed a little bit closer.
Right, Bravo's back.
Now they should be fine. So now the second and final part will be to take the hill. I'm gonna leave all the dead bodies in there, but we're also gonna set up some punji stakes and ooh, napalm too. Hold up. Wow, those are mean. Let's do the whip because it's easier.
Alpha Bravo, how opposed are you all to being in the FOB?
Bravo
Alpha is in FOB.
They were set up during the night.
Bravo, what's your status? You're in the FOB?
Bravo's inside the FOB, settled already.
Good copy. That means all units are within the FOB.
Alright, let's get back to
Alright,
PAVN.
all squad 360. I want us to just start fucking lighting up the enemies. We're gonna wait until it's daytime, and then we're gonna make our assault on Hamburger Hill.
Bravo copy.
I'm not gonna do mines because I don't have any ways to detect them. I want to do more obvious things like punji stakes. Because I like to give them features to at least detect it if it happens.
Mortar has finished round, ready for test.
F4s, way
Oh God,
off,
no!
No.
They napalmed everyone! No! No, I thought we'd go a mission without them napalming themselves! Oh God! Not again! Kensico, thanks for the resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Get on the tow launcher! Uh-oh. Great hit. That position got hit by a few rounds. Good God. Ground, this is High. Message over.
Go ahead, High.
You have survived the night. Feel free to begin your attack on Hill 937 at your earliest convenience. How copy?
Good copy. Thank you, High.
All right, now for the actual meat of the operation. I have no idea how I'm going to make this last this long, but figure it out.
Ground, this is engineers.
Go ahead, engineers.
We are able to hit primary objective from the FOB, so let us know if you have any fire missions.
It's called hit the fuck out of it.
Called hit the...
Roger that, we'll preemptively
That's why I don't
hit it.
have any infantry really preemptively spawned, because I have a feeling...
This is Bravo to ground.
Go ahead, Bravo.
We need yet another 40 mic resupply. All we have over here are smokes. We're completely dry in HE.
Jesus.
There's a bunch of boxes. Try to find one that's still full.
We have checked the bunker at the west. That's empty on anything but smokes.
Second for last.
Bravo has checked the bunker to the direct west, where we left our supplies last time before we pushed out. It is completely dry on HE.
There's a lot
My
more
God.
One of the squads, this is ground command. I need a medic. Need my medic died.
Alright, I'm just gonna have some riflemen trickle in.
Some ranging shots. If anyone can correct when you get a chance, let us know.
Look at all those bandages right there, all those little white specks. That's at least 10 to 15.
Hey guys, you fucking Jesus Christ.
Says hi, send message.
This box isn't supposed to be an arsenal, is it?
Ping?
I am alive. I need a medic though.
The other one. When you fucking scroll up.
I don't have an option for arsenal on either of these.
In the normal, in the fucking scroll.
Yeah, for scroll, I don't have it.
Even if you have it, don't use it.
Why do you have an arsenal on that thing? That's interesting, Karn. What do you got loaded, buddy? Why do you have a personal arsenal there, but everyone else doesn't seem to? Interesting. Because those boxes are all copy and pasted the same way. If one of them's an arsenal, then all of them would be arsenals, but that would be too OP. They just need one resupply box, and that's it for Logi, you know? So, interesting.
All squads, rally your men. Prepare for the push.
Do I like my blue on blue meat white meat or dark meat? I don't know. With any napalm strike, I prefer it to be extra crispy.
Bravo to ground.
That's just me personally.
We're rallying.
My guy's gonna run around. There are no 40
Yeah,
mic
we can't break it down, so we're... Hey, firm, I'll get us 40 mic.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so I think that's this one. No.
Man, this is all that's waiting for the rest of my
Yeah, they
men
get
to,
80 rounds of 40 mic per box. I mean, that's
and
crazy
reinsert
that
it.
they've
I'll be ready, over.
they've burned through at least 200 to 300 things of 40 mic after bringing them to the fob. So that entire segment itself
We're trying to bring him up.
was just pure 40 mic.
Engineers are good to help you with the push.
That's crazy. All right, let's see. It is 2:48, so we're gonna be at about the 2-hour mark in 12 minutes. So this will be a 2 to 3 hour AO. I'm happy with that. Those ranging shots are very short, unfortunately. They probably want to get to like the center of the hill, but we'll see.
will be ready in a moment. All squads, once the kilo lands and drops the ammo off, we're going to go ahead and start our push.
Charlie copies.
So I'm gonna be spawning things left, right, and center in the tall grass and just having them trickle down, essentially. Occasionally I'll have some stuff ready to go behind them.
Command Delta's ready for movement.
And we got a line of punji snakes on the road.
And Charlie's waiting for Squally to be awake again. 30 seconds for Charlie.
I'm gonna pass the time until the rain stops or if it gets to noon, because I do want to get rid of the rain if I can help it. Is he hovering?
Ground engineers are ready to move out behind you guys.
A firm.
I do believe we still need to defend the fucking fob.
Yeah, engineers, I actually
come
want
on,
you guys
stop
to
playing
stay
chicken.
back and defend the fob.
Come on, I want to hit you. I want to hit you.
Alright, copy that.
Sorry, you're not going to be as
I think you realized,
mortars will be valuable to us.
This is Charlie, we're good to move.
Hi, I'm a tank.
Hey, firm.
How are you doing?
Alpha, are you good to move?
Alpha's good to move.
Bravo, are you good to move?
Checking now, 90%.
Don't hover, I got something that'll actually boop
Charlie,
you.
are you good to move?
Oh god, napalm.
This is Charlie, we're good to move.
The napalm my
that's good.
tank.
Okay, Charlie, are you good to move?
This is Charlie, we are good to move.
Alright.
Bravo's ready to move.
Engineers, you are staying here and defending the fob.
Oop.
We are beginning our push.
Engineers copy.
All squads. Follow platoon sergeant.
Third time, so we've at least killed about
Southwest.
500,
Let's move
600
it, boys.
infantry minimum. He's hiding from me. He's somewhere back there. I just can't see him. Oh! He found him.
Ground. If we're gonna be staying here, we're probably gonna end up using the mortar more for defense.
Oh!
That's all good. Engineers, you can use
Wait
the
a
remaining
minute.
tows that I left if you need them.
Copy that, thank you.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. That was
Engineers,
honestly
I'm having
beautiful.
one of my RTOs stay with you. He can call in air support for you if you need it.
Roger that.
Oh, they're going a different direction. They're actually going like all the way to the front base of the hill. All right.
All right, all squads are going to be taking this village up ahead. Once we've taken it, we're going to continue on to Hamburger Hill.
Alpha copies.
Here we go. Cue the slaughter. Because I'm going to have NVA come down to meet him. Which, granted, the NVA were on defensive, but let's be honest, if I do a defense op, this op will be over in 30 minutes. Which at this point actually wouldn't be too bad. My God. But I want it to not just be a simple go in and sweep everything. I want it to be a brutal, brutal attack.
All right, all squads, make sure you take down. It is northwest of us now. That is our first objective take. How copy?
So copy.
It's now just a matter of spawning in clusters of infantry. Putting them in.
Command, this is Alpha. We're currently at the village on the west. It's clear.
And then making sure I occasionally have something for the fob to have to counter.
Alright, all forces once town has been secured and friendlies are ready to go, keep pushing southwest.
Well, they bypassed where I thought they were going to go. So, let's...
Remember, we need
counter
to
that. Good
assault
God.
this hill together. Stay in formation and keep moving together.
So assaulting together is how I'm balancing this. If they start separating, I will make this hell for them. Everything I'm going to want to start folding in, actually. Rain is starting to lighten a little bit. It was heavier earlier. You know, I haven't seen the server do a single desync spike yet. And I'm really happy about that one, to be honest. What I am slightly concerned about is the amount of lag. See, out of ammo, I can reset it from there. Aye, aye, aye. So you got these guys. Oh, this is like a texture right here. I can't actually walk through it. GI, go home! GI, go home! Home, GI! Home! Home, GI! Home! I say home, GI! Oh my God. So they're starting to break through. On that top level, the firefight's going through a very large amount of stuff. I need to just spam. Bombs are being dropped everywhere, left, right, and center. I need to start countering with small sects. Anywhere that I can spawn them at this point.
This is engineers.
go ahead, engineers.
Be advised, FOB is under light attack at this time.
Affirmative. Hold as best you can.
Roger.
All squads, does anyone know where the platoon sergeant is? That is a negative.
This is Charlie, negative.
Where's my platoon sergeant? I seem to have misplaced him. Lord, I think pulled back to friendlies. He was in the bit of a pickle there for a little while. But you got some enemies intermingled with friendlies there.
Stop pushing for a second. Strikes coming in southwest.
Oh my god, that air power is just killing my spawns. And what I try to do is when that happens, I also stop spawning things in.
Or Bravo, this is Charlie. We picked up one of your guys. Could you mark
Alright, the rain has
on map
stopped.
for
I'm
him?
gonna reset this down to normal time.
Say again, which spot over?
But yeah, the reason we're getting stuttering up there is because
Bravo,
of
say again?
that rock, which I meant to be a command position, but air somehow, like, smacked it. And just completely annihilated it early on. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that was the HQ that decided when the hill fell. This is High Sun message.
One of my guys is head glitched. Captain McMerritt on my position close. He's just a bit squiffed.
If he's not fixed by the cable tie fix of cable tying him and uncable tying him, he's gonna have to relog because at that point there's nothing I can do to fix his animations.
Hey, firm, we'll try the defending.
Oh man. Now we're starting to see a slowdown. Lots of air striking going on as is. Yeah, that's denying my ability to spawn stuff over there, so I gotta spawn stuff from the flanks.
All forces, JTAC is DC'd. Air's just gonna stone 5-0. Call if you need us.
Engineers copy air.
Thank you, Air.
So they've gotten through this. They licked their wounds a little bit.
Godspeed, you poor fuckers. You have no ace, no J-tax.
Woodham pushed up on his own, eventually got overrun. Thinking Apple might meet a same fate in a second. That's not good. And I'm just giving some minor harassment of the FOB here itself.
Squads, hold your push. There's so many injured. We need to hold back and wait for injuries to be recovered.
Alright, let me look at where Karn is.
Bravo copies.
He's coming back, alright, cool. Possibly a head glitch. Head bug glitch. Alright, so let's do a massive counterattack from a different sector of the hill. And see who we can push back here. I want to make it really difficult to have them basically have total control of this hill. So
Phantom 2 back in the air.
Affirm.
So the reason the AI are stuck in these is because their pathfinding gets stuck.
Doing a squad check. Alpha. Alpha, what's your status?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. Hold on, Alan. Got like 3 frames.
Bravo, what's your status? Charlie, what's your status?
Charlie's green.
Good copy. Can you please mark your position on that?
Wait, one.
So I think that was Karn back there. He DC'd again. Something is a little messed up with his platform or whatnot. That's fine. Let me go ahead, spawn 4 small scout teams around this group. Recon teams will work.
This is Delta Squad Lead. I have no idea how many of my boys are currently up and where they are at. I was next snapped. Famous VC quickscope.
Famous VC quickscope.
This is Bravo. We are on Bravo pause mark halfway up the hill. We are at 90% strength. We can push whenever.
Good copy. All squads, hold your position. Get your boys back up. Ground command is currently down. Sergeant is acting as command for now.
Bravo copied.
I want all squads marking your position, where you are, and what's going on.
Ah, yeah, sound issue. All right. Hey, he's close by. Yeah, so they're just using their mortars defensively just to murder anything that comes close, which I do not mind. It's a great use of mortars there. And I think my static guns are actually all running low. Apple's still alive. He's been charging up on his own. But I guess Command has just been prone to taking bullets today. So again, as a debug thing, the reason I'm using recon squads is I like to spawn in only like groups of 4 or 6 in MCO, because anything larger, like the default squads are like 10 to 12, and the entire, like that much at once can be a little bit messy. That can cause players to desync out.
This is Charlie. We are green, green, green.
Good copy, Charlie.
So let's see.
Status.
It's about 3:06.
Bravo's pushing to a more fortified position.
So we'll have this be like a 2.5 hour MCO by the end of this.
Good copy, Alpha.
Same thing.
Good copy. Do what you can. Reinserts will be with you shortly.
Geez, they are being super effective with those mortars.
How you doing?
They don't have artillery computers, mind you, so they can't just point and shoot. They actually have to use a range card.
Good copy.
To tally that mortar
in.
in.
Keep moving up.
Good God.
This is ground command. I am back alive.
now it's just sending these 4-man teams up, which will be slower to actually move in. Oh yeah, alright, I'm gonna smack this side, because this was one of the original pushes I envisioned. So notice how there's a lot more of long grass that I can spawn in to kind of screw with them. Yeah, I'm turning my tracer off because that consumes, makes it a little more framey on my end. But not their end, thankfully.
All squads, continue pushing. We need to get this hill.
So the main force is doing their best. I'm only spawning stuff in areas that they haven't technically gone through and cleared yet. You also want to make sure you don't delete too much stuff at once, because that can also desync your server out if you're not careful. So I'm just deleting these one at a time, essentially. JY not realizing he's being shot from the rear. He might have just shot his buddy.
All squads, this is command. Make sure to tell your guys, watch for traps.
They did bypass my line of traps, which I thought was pretty funny as well.
This is Charlie. We're being pushed out of our
I will
position.
also say, most of the ops I do, I have a number of, like, a max amount of units I have in a scenario to spawn in. For this scenario, I do not have such a number, so I'm literally just in the swarm the hell out of them type of mindset.
Everything east of us.
Good copy. Mark with three. We'll call in strike east of you. How many meters east of you?
But yeah, you don't want to spawn in that entire rifle platoon. That's way too many things to put down at once. Because that will quite possibly desync the server out. And what a desyncing means is everyone starts running into place without actually moving. They all do the running animations, but don't actually move forward and stuff. Everything just comes to a standstill until the server catches up with all those messages.
Command Delta is back. We're gonna keep pushing. Good soldiers follow orders.
Hey, firm, get up on this hill. Let's shoot some VC.
Having artillery and strikes land. Meanwhile, these guys are back here killing everything that comes up to them. Good God. This squad, though, is definitely getting bullied.
NG team, this is Phantom.
NG, do you copy? I feel like we have to get
I feel like NG's dead.
Fuck. Phantom, see what you can do.
Direction?
On the fob. See what you can do to help.
I'd be willing to bet their
out.
squad leader's down and they're just unable to get comms.
Phantom making a strike for a set of fob.
That would be Tojo, so he's just not on the net at the moment. So using Willie Pete's on the infantry.
fob, be advised. Air will engage everything outside of the fob. Stay inside.
Good God. But no, I'm happy with how this MCO went. It's just a nice, simple, clean up Hamburger Hill scenario. He shot him as he was running. I believe the tree he was in was just hitboxing over his unit. So that's why they couldn't hit him, but that's why he also couldn't shoot back, was because his AI was detecting that he was surrounded by something solid. Oh man, but the frames up here
ground
suck.
standby as we're taking action.
Where are you being attacked from?
Those explosions were not IDF.
Engineers.
Copy.
I sent all my fucking air assets back to you because you didn't answer. Where are you being attacked from?
We're all set. Apologies, I didn't hear that. I was coordinating fire mission for the mortar.
Well, I just fucking pulled 6 fucking air assets to you, so...
Command, the AA mark is clear from what I know, and it seems like in my sector
Alright, let's start
of the
quieting everything
hilltop,
down.
we have captured it.
Affirm, good shit.
Karn's climbed on top of this rock. I think this is a good spot to start wrapping it up, you know? So we'll start deleting bodies, clean up the server bit by bit. Oh! Pretty sure they just mortared themselves.
Please hold air support on inside the fob.
Yeah, we're not striking inside the fob.
Yeah, pretty sure they were just mortaring themselves. NG, I think you just mortared yourselves because I just watched the tracer rounds from your own mortar hit you, so.
Oh, that's funny.
You've done that like 3 times. I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah. They've done that. They did that like once or twice before the night mission too. It was pretty funny. All right, and then the NVA are just slowly gonna start getting out of this AO. So we got one last static back there.
I appreciate air's death block.
Fuck around and find out.
God, this map is a little glitchy with some of its hitboxes.
This is Delta, yeah.
Go ahead, Delta.
Oh, sorry, I heard somebody talk to me, and it wasn't coming over my short range streak, so I thought it was over here.
All good.
I think this is a 2-way.
Command, Delta's new position is marked, and we are actually outside of the enemy's initial
Shit, didn't mean to
encampment,
shoot,
and
didn't
we
mean to
have
shoot.
taken a little, looks like a wooden fortifications bunker.
Affirm, good job, Delta.
Hi, this is interrogative.
This is hi, send message.
Do engineers have capability to resupply CAS aircraft at the FOB?
Negative. We didn't fly any of that in because it's well, break. If we lose the FOB, we would give them a lot of stuff over.
Roger that, understood.
Bravo to ground.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Ah! Here goes K-Man over watching him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the last guy. I'm gonna say he pulled back. All right. I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? I thought for how do I put it? A simple concept of taking this hill, if you just had this AO, they started here, pushed in, that would have taken like, what, 30, 45 minutes? So I think I did a good job extending it to have the LZ area back here, push in, Little Night, Heart, and, you know, all the air assets now loitering around, ready for stuff. So I thought, overall, that was pretty good. Is the best MCO I've ever done? No. Is it good quality? I think everyone had fun? I do believe so, but I won't know till I see the feedback forms, but that was pretty good.
Ground, this is Engineer.
It's pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Be advised, our medic is in
I did forget
a bad way
about
right now. One of the Hueys has
the
offered
lighting
to ferry
effects
him to the front line. If you could have a medic standing by to help him, that would be appreciated.
Okay, firm.
I did forget about lighting effects at night, though. That's, that did cost me.
This is Delta to ground command. What do you want us to do at the moment?
Hold for right now.
Copy.
Helicopter is gonna land next to the big ass rock fortress.
Okay.
This is ground command to high.
This is high, sun message.
We have captured the hill. Is there any other objectives?
Roger. It appears that the hill has been taken. Reports of hostile contact have died down all over break. I do not have any further objectives for you. Stand by for index. So copy.
High
Good copy.
You have to appreciate the vultures lurking at the feast, circling the AO.
I will spawn iglas.
Do it, bitch.
How many? 50? No, boss, you won't.
50 just for you, Karn.
We've been lurking like vultures this entire time. We're hungry for blood. Give us blood.
I got something better for you, Falcon.
Oh, do it. Lightning bolt me, bitch. You missed. Get fucked, nerd.
Very nice. That was fun.
Oh my god. That was beautiful. Boom, how the fuck did you go?
Break.
I didn't. I just woke up.
Break.
Alright, I'm going to tab out and get the feedback poll, so give me just 1 second.
Yeah, snap, I gotta go.
Shorten the URL, copy. Pause my music. Alright, cool. So it has been linked in this channel under the meeting room here. If you have any feedback you want to give me that isn't covered in that poll, please DM me. Good, bad, anything you want to see. I will say, at least for the next MCO, we're going to go back to the 90-player format because a lot of community leaders have expressed interest in having more slots to fill because the 2 smaller MCOs, for whatever reason, have made a lot more people want to get in on them. So with that all settled, that poll does have a question there that will determine the topic of it. And then probably later today, if not tomorrow, I will put up another poll so we can narrow down that topic into a few different ideas. For example, if everyone picks World War II, I'll have a few different World War II ops, possibly from Winter War all the way up to End War with different factions involved. But it'll be up to what you guys want to play. But otherwise, that MCO, I think everything went really, really well. Sorry, I forgot to mention the earplug thing in the beginning. I quickly adjusted over side. Everything else played out about as I expected. Just remember, if you see a lot of ranging shots going on your position, eventually it might be a good idea to go or run. The exception being if you're like part of an actual like fob you constructed, do know that I as a Zeus will not like force you out of there unless it's meant to happen in the op. But if you go to a position and hold it, and I've literally put like 20 Willy Pete's up there and you're being stubborn, I will eventually just start creep barraging the entire hill until I watch you burn. Other than that, I think everything else did fine. You guys subverted a lot of my Punji stakes, which I thought was pretty funny. Because I was expecting you guys to go a different route, but I was like, yeah, no, I mean, it's perfectly valid with what you did. I saw a few great toe shots as well as tanks pushed on the fob. And I also watched your engineer team drop mortars on themselves a few times. That was pretty interesting. I think the only technical thing that I screwed up was One, I accidentally blew up one of the Hueys at the start of the mission as I was bringing it up to the fob and accidentally deleted it, which broke its respawn function. Thankfully, it was a slick, and I knew for a fact no one was going to use the slick after the first few rounds. So I just respawned it. Two was I didn't let the pilots see where the helicopters were in the beginning, so there was an instance where a Huey was put on a landing pad, and the Huey that was that originally belonged on that pad respawned and blew them both up, which I thought was pretty funny. So that was on me. But the main thing was I believe it did get a little framey at night, because I forgot what I learned from the first MCO we did with Unsun Vietnam, where if you put 20 flares on a Vietnam map, the lighting effects on the jungle, because of all the illumination and shadows it casts, just murders the lighting engine, which in turn murders your frame. So that's on me. I do apologize for that. I immediately stopped spawning my own flares, let you guys spawn your own, and hurried the night cycle up a little bit. So I hope that didn't make it too unbearable. But regardless, hope you had fun, and feel free to bash me if you didn't in the feedback. Let's go Command, JTAC, Alpha Bravo Charlie, Delta, Engineer, and then the air assets.
All right. So I was get fucked. So I was command for this. I was not expecting to be command. I hope everybody had fun. I tried to lead to the best of my abilities. I was expecting to be a platoon sergeant and then was pushed to command. Overall, I was really happy with all the squads. Squad leaders, thank you for helping me out so much by when I told you to do something, it got done. Yeah. Go ahead, JTAC.
Holy fucking shit. Like, I've not really JTAC before, and 6 air assets is pretty toasty. We did a fuck ton of strikes. Pretty much all the air assets were always on fucking rotation. So they went Winchester within like a couple minutes of arriving. Resupply, I always pretty much called it before it was even needed. So the second actually before the FOB even got started building, we had resupply drop there. All the fucking birds did fucking excellent, like straight up. The only one issue we had was the bad napalm, but it's not a fucking nam-up unless some friendlies get fucking stuck with napalm. So I wasn't all that mad about it, because shit happens. Other than that, called in shit got done. Pretty much everything was dead on target. Thank you for taking the initiative as well, because when you have 6 fucking air assets to coordinate, you can't always coordinate everyone. So Cayuse took a lot of initiative, Falcon as well, but all of the air assets did very, very well today. Badav also, who did his reinsert and resupply. I don't know how many boxes at some point, but it was a fuck ton of boxes. Yeah, I had a shit ton of fun. I was mostly randomly running around in the whole AO. Barely even saw anyone.
Towards the end, that was pretty funny.
Saw enemies and
excuse me.
Pretty much shit on them with napalm, rockets, and miniguns. So I had a fuck ton of fun. I'm pretty sure Air had a lot of fun as well. I don't think anyone actually got shot down. They got damaged, but not really shot down, so fuck yeah.
Yeah, not by enemies.
Okay, alright. But that's about it from me. Artillery RTO.
Yes, one thing I'd like to commend, I don't remember, but Hilo who dropped the 40 mic resupply on hill 916, I think. Excellent job at aiming that shit. It literally glided perfectly into the AO. Liru, the radio support module, I had unlimited strikes and it was not on cooldown. But tried not to abuse that way too much.
So that's really funny, because in the previous MCO it glitched out a few times and some things went on cooldown. I didn't change the script at all. And now it was unlimited. So maybe, I guess, adding the second person fixed that issue. But I'm still glad the the artillery that was used on NG was definitely used a lot. So thank you for that. But all right, good to know because I didn't know that. You know.
I
But
only
continue.
used it once, and the rest he did, was his.
Yeah. No, I don't really have anything else.
Alpha.
Okay.
So my squad did a fantastic job. Crimson Boys, you guys were so much fun to lead. I'm sorry for getting you guys killed with my charges because good soldiers follow orders. But I think we did a fantastic job at the beginning, tanking Nipple Hill. We did a great job seeing 2 of my men get killed by Liru and killing him, and then blue on blue, and then massive death. It was great.
Alpha Wolf told me to do it. I'm sorry.
I know he did. Other than that, no, it was a lot of fun. This was a very fun op. Liru, you did a very good job designing this and making this very entertaining for, I believe, everyone involved. And I do have to say, Command, comms were a lot better this time. I know the past MCOs, long range was fucking crazy and headaching, but you guys did a fantastic, only relaying stuff that was important. So kudos to you guys. But other than that, fantastic op. We had a lot of fun. We completed our objectives, and yeah, very, very good job. And Crimson Protocol, a lot of fun playing with you guys.
And Alpha had the best medic.
Brian, what's the best?
Next.
Right. Bravo did fantastically. Sorry on to Command if I'm normally whenever I do these, I'm a bit slow on actually getting back into the mode of actually talking on LR. So if I was a bit slow at the beginning, that's on me. But yeah, everyone did fantastically. Blue team ended up just turning into the poncho stealing bastards and Raptor Keister to full length Mosin. But yeah, other than that, we did our things effectively and we had a lot of fun. So yeah, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, we had a lot of fun. It was really fun leading you 91st. Thanks for coming. We didn't suffer too much on that hill. I think Liru needs to up his game with artillery. We could have stayed there. It was quite warm. But other than that, the comms were an improvement, yeah. And I appreciate Command working with us. Delta?
Yeah, no, it was really fun. You know, I enjoyed watching my boys with the toes just slap whole squads and just watch them just go up in a puff of white smoke. I enjoyed attacking the hill at the last, couple minutes. We just kept going up the hill. I got knocked out 4 times and finally got killed the last time. The guys with me, I think you guys all playing with me. It was fun to play with all of you. The one thing I did not like was I don't remember what squad it was, but they kept going, we need help, we're being flanked, and that's all I heard. So I went to help, and I walked up on maybe 10, 15, I don't know. I remember walking up and seeing 10 guys just walk directly in front of me in a patrol and snap and look at me and just gun me down and just run over all my men. Then I was gone, they couldn't get in contact, and they had to run all the way back to where we came from, and then they got completely overrun by a platoon-sized element. So it would have been really nice to know how many there were, but besides that, I have no complaints.
I do want to speak on that regard. That, I think, was also the only mistake that was made by the player base in this scenario. As you were approaching the hill just before the fob creating position, the squads got really separated, which usually about 100, 200 meters wouldn't be too bad, but this is Nam. So what ended up happening was all of the VC in the area that were forming a battle line against you decided to push in one of the sectors, which turned into one of the squads that was pushing on their own. So it ended up surrounding that squad, making that squad panic. They died on a hill, and then another squad came over to support as immediate QRF, and the remaining 2 to 3 squads worth of VC immediately started countering them, blew past them, and then went over to another squad which found the rock position next to the fob that you built that was hollowed out with a bunch of VC inside, and surrounded that position as well and completely cut them off from everyone else. And I think is the only point where comms really died in that op for a little while, at least on 5-0. So just as a reminder to everyone, keep your forces close together, because if you don't, you'll get surrounded in my ops, and it'll be quite painful. But that was it. I think it was just because people were panicking, because, well, if you look down a hill and you see 40 dudes charging up at you and immediately start spraying at your position, because we had only 5% accuracy and for AI statistics-wise, so it would just be a hail of bullets every time. But I think we can understand that panic was justifiable. Yeah, go ahead.
I was the one who was calling on radio. I was ground command, and it was me and my medic, and we were the only people who encountered them. So I just saw, it's squad-sized. I'm gonna go take cover now.
Yeah, so I don't know why, but Hawaiian's group, for whatever reason, kept being the first group to get surrounded. I wasn't picking on Hawaiian. It was the same thing of every time I would RC something, I would have a 50% chance of just finding and eliminating Vakken. I don't know why it was always Vakken, but I ran one dude into the perimeter of your base, for example, in the middle of night, ran into a random bunker, mag dumped a guy, turned out to be Vakken. Vakken was on a hill like half an hour prior. I run up behind a random dude, mag dumping, happened to be Vakken. I'm like, why do I keep killing Vakken this up? I don't know, but that's just how this game works sometimes. I'm not trying to bully anyone. It's how the AI go and how the placement is at the end of the day. So that was a pretty cool scenario, though. Let's be honest.
Just keep bullying Vakken for us. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do. He would like to file a hurt feelings report as well afterwards.
I bet he would. But otherwise, let's continue with the next squad.
Engineers, right?
Yeah, and Jace.
Yeah, that was honestly that was pretty fun for engineer, in my opinion. At the beginning, we were a little awkward at the beginning because air was going hard. They had the artillery from the module or whatever calling in, so we were trying to just find a place to give some fire support, but I didn't want to add unnecessary like cooks in the kitchen, I guess, so to speak. So we just chilled. The fob building was really fun. I hope it was a good for people facility wise, and then we held out, but it was a good time. Yeah, we stuck with Delta a lot. And then I apologize to JTAC for going radio silent for a little while. I was busy correcting fire for the mortar. I got a little carried away at that, so you had to pull those air assets out, and I apologize. But I
thought you all died. That's why.
Yeah, I just got so carried away calling in fire because we were under attack, but it wasn't overwhelming. It was just steady. So the mortar was really helping.
I would put groups of anywhere from 10 to 30 AI at them in multiple directions. They would just laugh at me and put 3 Willy Pete's in the entire squad. So they were busy with that.
So I do apologize, but that was overall fun. And then the icing on the cake was, of course, the friendly mortar was doing so well, and then we dropped it on ourselves. But I wasn't angry at that. That was actually hilarious. So overall good. So yeah, good op, Liru. It was fun.
All right, let's go to air assets. Let's do helis and then planes.
Crazy taxi guy.
No, we're fast. Fuck.
Okay. Gunship?
3 of them were gunships. Doesn't matter. Fucking crazy taxi then, I guess.
I mean, no one's speaking up, so I'm assuming everyone had fun. Falcon?
Someone has Matt. I was helo pilot, and then plane pilot said, "Yep, I don't feel well. I'm gonna bye-bye." I took plane. Liru, skill issue. You missed your lightning bolt. Get fucked.
Shut up. Next plane pilot. You lose the ability to speak. Next plane pilot.
I was already done, so I win. Get fucked.
Next plane pilot.
Okay,
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's me. Fucking hit one boom. We started off with the fucking bullpups and regular bombs. Bullpups worked. They were okay, decent guided munitions. We killed a lot of shit using those and the bombs. The reticle that for the targeting for the bombs isn't very accurate, so I missed a few targets that way. The napalm, sorry about that. Shit happens. Skill issue. You were in the way of the napalm.
That's
and
bad.
we switched over to GB8s, and holy shit, they slap. They're like very precise, and they don't give a fuck what it hits. Mana, do you have anything to add?
The only thing I'd add is it's really unfortunate if the pilot loses his ability to control the aircraft while doing an attack run. Otherwise, yeah, GPUs go brr. If you get hit by napalm, that's a skill issue. And maybe actually RC somebody and shoot us down if we're going 200 kilometers an hour circling the fucking hill. Because like we did that for 10 minutes straight and nothing even hit us.
Well, it's not my fault that, again, opposite of skill issue, you killed all the static 50 cals, all of the AA guys, everything. For Christ's sake, I don't know how, but you killed all the dudes in the command, like, rock thing that I put down. Like, I looked over on the hill, and you apparently napalmed it, and everyone in there died in a solid rock.
The amount of ordnance we put on that hill. It was basically we're almost out of ammo and gonna RTB anyways. Just put the rest we have on that hill.
Guess next time I'll just put everything up there and then bomb it to high health. But I'm going to say it's open now, but actually go ahead.
We still have more people. Can you use?
Yeah, Helly.
Okay, Hellies, if you want to go.
Yeah.
Crazy taxi, go.
Okay, I'm gonna go because. Okay, you gonna go, King?
I'm going first.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, crazy taxi. Went in, dropped guys off, then stayed around a bit taking care of some AA boats on the northern side. Took a couple of hits and unfortunately we hit the water.
No!
So one of us died, the other one had to swim. We got back in and then we just put miniguns and rockets onto everything and anything, and when when RTO2 called in a resupply, we dropped it dead on. And every time we dropped something, it was dead on. And when we weren't dropping shit, we were just putting MG and all sorts of shit on bad boys. So that was Crazy Taxi's job. And our day. Next year.
Only two things that are maybe to say first. We got shot at by tanks. That was fucking scary. And the second one was...
Ichiguchi, you're always going to have blue on blue. They mentioned it.
Have to manage.
It's almost expected in an op like this, to be honest.
You want to go next? Or...
All right, I'm going next. Transport pilot, biggest, sexiest man on the field. We dropped off everybody pretty well. Only transport about 35 people, so only 35 push-ups. Not that much. But other than that, yeah, pretty fun. No complaints. Didn't die once.
So you did a push-up for every person you had to transport as a reinsert. Yep. All right, it's not bad.
And only they did 35, so we clearly didn't kill enough.
All right, Case.
All right, Katyus, or Kayus, whatever you want to fucking call it. Anyways, the pilot had to leave halfway through, so I took over. We tried our best to hit VCs, but we don't know where exactly they are, so we just suppressed the general area of the traces. Almost had 2 times near collisions with Crazy Taxi. Both of us, when the pilot was here, we both had almost a large amount of blood loss. Other than that, yeah, pretty good.
All right. I'm going to take a moment to go over some of the feedback I've already gotten just to explain myself over a few things. Yes?
I just realized Tiger never talked and he was platoon sergeant.
I mean...
we should do that at some point.
Okay, we'll do it after I finish this.
Yeah.
He's your 2IC bitch, though. He doesn't have much to say. Anyway, I mean that in jest. So most of you said you liked it overall. It was a bit more of a framey one. I do apologize. It's because we're using the NOM map plus the SOG Prairie Fire CDLC. and I had you go over a larger AO, and I know Hamburger Hill itself was really framey. I didn't realize this at the time as well, but the 2 positions that had the rock carve-ins, the one by the fob, for example, actually, like, every time I would scroll over there during the op, it would take my game, like, a second to actually adjust. So that was probably another source of the frames. So that's on me for design. So I'm sorry about that. But nonetheless, I'm glad you still had fun. I'll try to keep the frames better in the future. It's just this type of concept is unfortunately going to have that issue. The resupply boxes that had GL rounds, it was 80 rounds per box. So if that was still lacking, then I guess you just blew through it, for lack of a better... 80 rounds of HE, yeah, per box.
Well, 1 grenadier, 40.
So...
Bravo had 3 grenadiers in its squad.
True.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it's... those boxes are meant to resupply at most 2 squads, similar to last MCO. So, there were still quite a few at base. You could have just ferried in more. So, don't be afraid to call in all of the resupply. For anyone that had AT, I'm sorry that you didn't get to use it. The tanks would not like to drive over to the fob. I got 1 to do it, and then for the rest of the AO, I had to drive another one in manually, which got towed. And then the others would just drive up the road, stop, and then just turn around and drive out of the AO. I was like, oh, okay. Well, guess my armor support doesn't want to play it today. That's all right. I believe it's the 91st in Charlie. Fine, I will just Willie Pete you harder next time and make sure there's no survivors. And yeah, I think that's all I got. Oh yeah, and then AA, again, how do I put this? For assets like AA, stuff that, you know, I don't want to have an op, like, because I base all of these based off of how I like to play my own scenarios, or at least play on the ground. I don't like having a scenario where something's within, like, a click of me. I do one objective, next objective's within that click, and then the AA in there then goes live. I prefer to have the AA or anything that can shoot down any aircraft, which, you know, have a much bigger area of operational range compared to an infantryman, be engaged by that threat as soon as that threat would naturally engage them. That also means that they're probably going to get destroyed by the time the op is getting into full swing in the middle of it. So I'm sorry that air assets didn't have enough AA shooting at them. I was trying to get ZPUs into the AO as well. Same issue as the tanks. They would just turn around and fuck off. So I can sneak in some more infantry next time, but I had like a good dozen statics up on that hill. And most of them survived towards the end, granted, but I'm sorry that it didn't feel challenging enough. If you held still for a little longer over the fob, the 2 of you that were hovering, I would have gotten a tank round on you, but you decided to fly away. So that's all I got. Let's hear it from Platoon Sergeant. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Might be back later tonight for some Dever DayZ. Otherwise, cheers and have a good one.
Fun getting Willie
maybe some
with you
Bigfoot
guys.
Hunter tonight.